Hey, what's up, guys? It is Randy. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys are all doing well. Listen, by being a plant rescuer, every once in a while I'll get a wild hair to try something new. Just a little bit of backstory. I bought this plant, the original spike went out this way, and it had about 3 or 4 blooms when I got it, and it lasted a week or so, and then the blooms fell, and I put it to the side so I could repot it. You can see it's still in the nursery pot here, but I put it to the side so I could repot it down the line, and then one day, just kind of bored, I looked at it and thought, I wonder what would happen if I tried the bonsai air root technique on a orchid. And so my crazy mind kicked in, and when you air root a bonsai or like a tree, basically what you will do is to find a part of the tree you want to use to make a new bonsai tree out of, and you would cut the bark off, you put something wet around it, and you try to entice roots to grow from that part of the tree so you can use it, you can cut it off and use it as a new tree. And so I decided to try that with this plant. Now, as you can see, it died off to about here, and then I did the technique right here. So what I am going to do is show you exactly what I did with this particular plant right here. All right, so what you're going to need is obviously a plant that has dropped its leaf or dropped the flowers, but the stalk or the spike is still alive. A cup, these are like little seedling cups that you use for planting, and so you want something like that. I have this little piece of wire that they use to tie these to the spike. I have some sphagnum moss, and you don't need chopsticks, but I use them. You know, I like to use my chopsticks for everything I can. So all I'm going to do is take this cup. So you have you have these nodes here, and these nodes are where new spikes will come out. As you can see on this one, the node came out, and the spike came out this node right here. And so I am going to basically just take this particular one, and at the bottom there's very small spaces here, and I just broke a few of the little wings out of here so I could slide this on. So I am just going to slide this on very carefully here, and I'm going to slide it down to the first node. Now, I put this butterfly clip here so I could have something to stop the cup right there. And then I basically just took this little tie deal and just put it through to secure it to the stalk. So that's not even tight. It's just there to just help keep it there, to keep it secure. Now, all I'm going to do is take a little bit of sphagnum moss that I've been soaking, and I am going to put it all around this particular plant or this particular node. And so I'm just stuffing this here. And the whole idea is that I was hoping, and this was my thought, is if I create a humid environment specifically around the node, that it might trigger it to spike. And I can't say for sure that that is why I got a new spike there. So I'm not telling you that this is 100% going to work. All I can tell you is that it was the first time I'd ever really tried to get a second spike and or a keiki out of an existing spike. It was the first time I've ever tried it. Usually when mine are done blooming, I will cut them off and just go from there and just start the growth period again. So yeah, it was just something that kind of came across, and so I want to try it with this one and see what we get with this particular plant. So like I said, I did the same thing to this one, and I would just spray it. So once, kind of messing this up here, once I get this all in here, this is already wet, but as it would dry, I would go by, if I touched it and it was still any moisture in it, I would just let it be. The time when I came by one day and it was crunchy, I would just spray it with a little bit of water until it dripped out the bottom, and that way I knew it was hydrated, and I would just leave it alone, just leave it in the sun. And so I did that for, I mean, a couple of weeks or more with this particular one. And one day, every once in a while, I would just take the moss out. I would just take a little bit of the moss out and see what was going on. And for the longest, nothing went on. You know, 2, 3, 4 weeks, nothing went on. And then I took the moss away one day, and there was a small spike about that big, about that far out. And I was like, holy crap, something's happening here. I didn't know if it was a keiki or if it was a spike, but it turned out to be a spike. And so as you can see, this spiked again, and it's gonna give me look like 4 to 5 new flowers on this. So that is that. Like I said, I can't promise you that this will work, but I figured, hey, why not give it a try? I thought it was something fun and unique, and it was just, you know, something I had never seen anybody do. And, you know, I thought I would give it a try. So what I need you guys to do is to help me give this plant a name. The reason why is because I want to do updates on it. So inside the post area, probably not so many videos unless it does this and I make a follow-up video. I'm just gonna do follow-up post on it to let you know how it's going, but I want to say plant name such and such update. So go down to the comments and give me ideas for a name for this plant for the updates. If you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of those updates and notified of new content. So that is going to do it for this little video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it was just something fun I wanted to do. And like I said, every once in a while, I'll just try something new to see what happens, just like I did with the particular, with the other black tea, putting it in the pot, and I end up getting those keikis out of those particular plants. So anyway, as always, be safe. More importantly, be kind. Never give up on them. And until next time, peace.